So our group was selected to research for the Freeman Company to research three different volunteer opportunities. Those three opportunities that we researched were an animal welfare event, a community welfare event, and an environmental awareness event. Ultimately, after conducting our research, we came to the conclusion that the best opportunity as far as volunteering and giving back to the community would be the animal welfare event.
The first volunteer opportunity we propose for Freeman is an animal welfare volunteer event. Animal welfare is and always has been a concern for vast amounts of people across the United States. According to the Humane Society International on the animal welfare issue, humane solutions include mass sterilization, vaccination, community engagement and education, legislation and adoption programs. Upwards of 4,000 cats and dogs are euthanized daily across the United States simply because there are too many of them, and communities are not educated on avoiding animal overpopulation. In an effort to promote animal welfare and education, and educate individuals about the issue at hand in the Dallas community, we propose the opportunity for Freeman employees to host an engaging event partnered with the Texas SPCA. This event, titled Free the Paws, would give employees the opportunity to create a non-for-profit event in the Dallas area designed to promote animal welfare. The event could take place at the Backyard Restaurant located in Dallas. This venue is pet-friendly, which would allow for an animal-centric event to be held there. It also holds both indoor and outdoor entertainment areas and has a capacity for over 800 people. The ability to serve food and drinks and entertainment components already provided, such as yard games and customizable televisions. All of these aspects make an ideal location for a fun animal lovers event. We propose that Freeman employees advertise an event where individuals from the Dallas community can go, not only to learn about the plight of animal welfare, but also to have the ability to visit and interact with some of the animals from their community that need saving. This event could host animal adoption organizations such as Hope for Paws, Greyhound Rescue, Texas Paw Prints, Texas Cares Cat Rescue, Lone Star Bernese Mountain Dog Rescue, and East Lake Pet Orphanage. The role of the Texas SPCA would be to have their experts come and present the overarching issue of the stray animal population in Dallas and what the community can do to help. With the resources Freeman has due to its place in the corporate event industry, Freeman is well equipped to set up booths and information areas within the event on the different organizations represented. All animals at the event would be animals up for adoption. This would give attendees the opportunity to interact with the animals outside of a kennel-style environment, making it more likely individuals get the chance to bond with certain animals. There will also be opportunities for the individuals to learn more about how they can participate in the animal fostering programs in their community. If adopting or fostering is outside of the realm of possibility for those in attendance, information will be provided on every other opportunity people in the Dallas community have to support animal welfare. Dallas is a very pet-friendly state. Not only would the volunteer event promote Freeman's community involvement, but it would also be well received by the local community. On top of that, this event provides a fun, exciting opportunity for Freeman employees. There are many volunteer opportunities in Dallas that, while beneficial to the community, are not very engaging and exciting for the volunteers. We believe that volunteer events such as this would provide an exciting volunteer opportunity that employees would be genuinely invested in.
Our second event would be a community involvement event. We feel like this would not only be encouraging for Freeman to be able to get their name more out into the community, but also it would encourage employees to better not only the community that they live in, but help the people that are around them. We would be doing this through partnering up with major corporations within the Dallas-Fort Worth community, and this would be a week-long volunteering event, and through these corporations we would have sponsorships, family activities, we would be potentially building houses, we would be providing food to people, and we would be doing these through the North Texas Food Bank, the Dallas Area Habitat for Humanity, and the Children's Health Hospital in Dallas. So for the North Texas Food Bank, The North Texas Food Bank, millions of meals are distributed through our partner agencies and feeding programs through our distribution center volunteers. That's one of their big goals through working at the distribution center and making sure that people are involved. The distribution center is in Plano, Texas, which is kind of a far drive for Freeman employees, but it would be well worth the outing. Families are highly encouraged to come and participate at the food bank because the way that it's all set up, it's all children friendly and nobody would be at risk. And then after we are done participating at the food bank, we would also go out for lunch and just encourage our employees to continue on with their week of working. Our second event for the week would be the Dallas Area Habitat for Humanity. So the way the Habitat for Humanity works, they have a couple different options for us. The biggest option would be building a home. And in the quote, they say, building a home alongside our other volunteers and partner families is a great way to be part of something bigger. And at Freeman, that's what we want to do. We want to become a part of the community even more than what we already are. And so if the Habitat for Humanity was able to provide a home for a family, we would either sponsor the entire home or sponsor a section of the home. And because we would be sponsoring this home, we would get priority for all of our volunteers to go and participate. And we would also be organizing the days of the week that it occurs on. If this does not work for that Habitat for Humanity, they always have their restore options, and this would be like including organizing, merchandising products, inventory management, taking in donations, just helping out people throughout the store, moving things. But unfortunately, all of these events do not allow for families to participate. And then our last event is Children's Health. Children's Health is the 8th largest pediatric healthcare provider in the nation and the leading pediatric healthcare system in North Texas. So it's a pretty big event, and they host several events throughout the calendar year. Their biggest event is their 5K fun run, and this would be a major stepping stone for us as we can sponsor certain sections of the course, we can have a host team, and we can organize ourselves throughout that. We could also just go and visit kids at the hospital. They also have this Halloween like boo event where you go and you drop off candy at children who have been affected through health scenarios. You go drop off candy at their house. This would be sponsoring an event as well, or also becoming a major donator for the event. And this would also be a very big family-friendly event.
Okay, so I'm going to be going over the more specific opportunities for volunteering that the Dallas Zoo offers. And so the first opportunity that they offer is to work in the Animal Nutrition Center. And so for this, the volunteers are going to assist in the preparation of each animal's specific diet, and it offers a behind-the-scenes look at the care and feeding routines of each of the individual animals. The next opportunity that the Dallas Zoo offers as a volunteer is to work as a zoo ambassador, actually. And for this, each volunteer is going to basically educate guests about the animals themselves, natural history, with their wildlife conservation efforts, and just other like general events that are happening at the zoo at the time. These volunteers basically serve as guides to help with the guests with like the animals and just other exhibits that the guests will be like seeing at the zoo. And this is a job that's great for people who enjoy learning. You're going to learn a lot about the, like I said, animals. The zoo's actual like wildlife conservation efforts. Also great for people who have good communication skills and interact well with others, because obviously you're going to be like relaying this learned information to the guests and just talk to them about the animals and the exhibits that they'll be seeing. And the next two opportunities I want to talk about is they have a special project volunteer opportunity, which it's kind of like they allow like people with like special skills, so it's like carpenters, welders, electricians, and they have them volunteer and just help the zoo in a variety of ways, with their specific skills. Next opportunity is the Keeper Aid Volunteers. And so these volunteers actually work behind the scenes with zoologists to care for just a whole variety of animals in the zoo. And so they're actually taking part in the specific tasks that make an impact on the animals' health and welfare in the exhibits. And with this work, volunteers, they do need to have a bit of strength, if you will, because the work they mentioned that the work that they're going to be doing is strenuous and dirty, and volunteers also need to be prepared to work in any sort of weather situation over the course of the year of whenever they're volunteering. So they need to be prepared for hot summers, or if they're volunteering sometime during maybe the winter, something cold rains, stuff like that. So like I said, just need to be prepared for weather, and just a lot more dirty work than a lot of the other volunteer opportunities. And the last opportunity I want to go over is volunteering for the horticulture. And so these volunteers just simply they assist the horticulture crew in maintaining the zoo's plant collection on the grounds or in the greenhouse.
So to sum up, this volunteer project has 4 set goals. And the first one is it's suitable for ages, no matter how old are you. Even children and some senior citizens can participate. And the second is the geographical location is really good. People can participate after work. They don't need to spend time on weekends to join this volunteer project. And also the idea of Freeman is actually innovation, so people can customize their own activities, they can communicate with their staff, and so that it better shows the idea of the Freeman. And also there are some cons of volunteering in Dallas. It's not good for some people who have cleaning habits. Some animals will smell bad, and people need to clean up. And the Dallas Zoo can't customize so many people at the same time, because the animals are really some animal. So the workers need to volunteer. Some people need to lead them to do some volunteer project for safety reasons, so people cannot accommodate too many people.
In conclusion, this volunteer event, this animal welfare event, is seen as an opportunity for the Freeman Company's employees not only to give back to their community, but give back in a way that's enriching and impactful for not just the attendees, but the volunteers themselves.